This is the DNA Pest Control Podcast with your hosts, Daniel and Anthony.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Today I wanted to talk about and bring to you my arsenal of products that we have on all of our trucks. Now, I know some of you probably have, well, depends on where you work, but I hope you don't have this massive amount of chemicals where you can go grab chemicals. There's some pluses and some minuses from it. I'll even tell you something that I just found within my products, which is actually very interesting. But a lot of products repeat themselves. So they pretty much do the same thing, or, there's only so many variations that you can create with these products. And I think you end up just getting the same product with a different name on it. And so, like I promised in an earlier episode, I was going to talk about other products and the uses of those products and why you should even have these products on your truck or trucks, if any owners are listening. And I'm going to go through all that today. So first things first, I wanted to talk about a product that we have that is very good. We've had great results with it. So it's called Teco Pro. It's an IGR, an insect growth regulator. This is a very interesting product going through the label. So I definitely, I suggest reading these labels as much as possible if you can, and quite frequently, because they will change, honestly. And sometimes you think you're doing it the right way, and the label might say something different because somebody told you that they read the label and this is what it meant. So definitely go through it, because I did that on a product. I thought it was supposed to be diluted at a certain rate. And then I go in and I read it, and it's actually, I was diluting it. I was putting 3 times the amount of product in that I was supposed to. So I was wasting a ton of product, and I didn't even know that. So I went through, I read that label, I cleared all that up, and now I'm back on track with what I'm supposed to be doing and how I'm supposed to be doing it. But what I keep on all of our trucks as a must you have to have these on the trucks at all times, because there's so many different uses and it covers so many different things. So what I was talking about is Teco Pro. So that insect growth regulator, this can be mixed with almost anything, but now it does say that it needs to be mixed with an adulticide. An adulticide is something that will kill the adults. Now, if you have Alpine WSG, that kills flea adults. If you have Ecovia, that kills flea adults. So that would be considered an adulticide. So you can mix this product with those. Now, you do have to go in and make sure, because obviously we are mixing chemicals. So there are different reactions when you are mixing different chemicals. So make sure that you do know what you're doing and you are reading if that product can be mixed with that other product, because you might be doing yourself a disservice when you're mixing 2 products that just kills the other or makes the other one ineffective. Now, Teco Pro is interesting. So it can actually be treated outdoors. It is very specific in shady areas, underneath bushes, underneath trees, essentially where animals are going to be laying the most or hiding, because that's where you're going to see most of the fleas. Now, it is only going to last 21 days outside. That is what it states on the label. And it's photostable for up to 14 days. So if you are spraying it in the sun, you are only going to get a 14-day period of it actually working. Now, the cool thing is if you spray it indoors and it's in a crack and crevice or where a lot of sunlight or light doesn't hit, you're actually going to get up to 7 months. That's what it states on the label. So that's pretty incredible. I didn't know that, but you get up to 7 months with this product. Also, it says, let's see. Let me see here. Okay, so the other thing that it does state very clearly is that you need to have the owners treat the pets. So that's a huge thing with fleas, because this is a flea product. This is also a cockroach product. This is also a lot of different things. But this is a great product to throw into anything that you're having issues with, that you just don't know how to get rid of. Throw this product in there, mix it with another one, and see what happens. This is a huge one with cockroaches. It's a big one with bed bugs. It's a big one with really anything. A really good go-to with fleas if you're just, some products for some reason don't work, or they, I guess the fleas just have built up a resistance to it. And so it's a good change up, because this actually has different active ingredients than a few other products that I'm going to talk about. So, and that's always a good thing to have on your truck. Now, if you have 100 different products, the problem is you're going to start repeating your products and the active ingredients. So you need to make sure that you know exactly what active ingredients are doing what and what you can use. We have a bunch of different products. I wouldn't say too many, but we have enough to where we can switch it up if we ever run into any of those problems. So TechoPro is a great product. Use it, add it to things. If you're doing Actisol treatments or fogging treatments, there's in the label specifies you can fog with those. Has a very broad label on everything that you can treat for and where you can treat. So you can broadcast spray the carpet, couches, bedding for pets, and a lot of different things. So it's actually a really awesome product. So TechoPro, but just remember, if it's going to be sprayed outside, you're only getting 21 days. After that, you're not getting anything. And I do not recommend using this product for a straight kill. This will not kill any insects. This is only going to control the growth, which means that they're not going to have babies. They're not going to be able to develop to be able to have babies. So you need to make sure that you are doing that and you understand that when you are spraying it. Because even in the label, it states, use this product, but you're going to essentially, you're using it till all the insects die. So they're going to live out their life. They're not going to be able to have kids and they're going to grow up all weird, but at least you're going to, you'll gain control eventually. I do not suggest doing that, but, I would couple this in with another product, which, we use Alpine. I would couple it in with Alpine. Alpine's an adulticide, which would kill the flea adults and any other adults. And then this will do its job afterwards, especially if you're doing an in-tier treatment. The next one that we have, now I wouldn't go too big on this product. At least keeping a can on a truck is perfect. It's already a pre-mixed. It's in an aerosol can. It's called PT565 Plus XLO. This is a great product. Now, I was looking all over the label to see, because I've heard different things, but everyone says this is just it's a quick knockdown. It's a very quick knockdown, actually. I've done it. Very fast kill, but it's supposedly, once it dries, it's ineffective after that. Now, there are some pyrethrins in it, but it's very, very low dosage, so that kind of makes sense why it could last longer, but majority of the stuff that's on here, it's, it does look like it could last. But everyone I've talked to, even the results I've seen, it's a quick kill. That's it. And so we use this when we go in and go in for flea treatments. Will kill all the adults, and then we'll use another product to go down and lay down for residual and then control, because this does not have an IGR in it, so it's not going to control any of the growth. It's just going to kill everything. Unfortunately, the eggs aren't going to die, so once they hatch, you're going to get babies again inside that house or facility, and then you're going to keep seeing them. So PT565 is really good, but there is no residual stated on the label. I did read through it. There's nothing that says it's going to last for a certain amount of time. It does say that it's a big crack and crevice treatment on the outside and inside, only on the outside if you're going to use it outside. Inside, you can do a broadcast spray over carpet. It does specify you cannot go and broadcast spray this where people are going to be sleeping or sitting or things like that. So you got to be careful with that. You got to read through the label and make sure. But PT565 is a great go to, especially in like apartments, other facilities like that where they need a quick knockdown, they need quick results now, today, hurry, use PT565 because you're going to get very, very fast results. Now, the problem is don't just use this product by itself. This is a great product you want to use with something else. So that's another one. I would definitely keep a can on the truck. Once again, don't go hog wild with it. Don't have 5, 10, whatever. It's not that type of product. But it is a good quick knockdown. It will give you results, something that you need. So Teco Pro PT565 Plus XLO. It's in a pressurized can, so it's super easy. Your guys just, if you guys are out there, you guys know cans. I love them because you don't have to sit there. You don't have to mix. You don't have to triple rinse. You don't have to empty your B&G. You don't have to worry about anything. You just go in there, pop the top, start spraying, get out of there, you're done. So I love that about this product. The next one is huge. This is like the flea product of the market. I'm sure all of you have heard about it. I don't know how many of you have actually gone through and read the label again. But Precor 2625. Now there was another one. I think it was Precor. Oh man, it's the square footage. So essentially 2625 is how much square feet it will cover and how much you can use that can for. So once again, this is great because it's in an aerosol can. It's pressurized. You just grab the can, go spray, you're done. You can make jobs go very, very fast, but definitely make sure that you are telling the customers why you're going so fast with this product because it's already pre-mixed. But this is a great one for fleas. We use it for fleas. We don't really use it for anything else. We actually do use it for cockroaches as well. But this one's kind of weird. So we've had some years where it works really well, and we've had awesome results against fleas. And then we've had it where, and I think it was just last year, the product didn't work. Now, we could have had a bad batch, but it just straight up nothing, no results, nothing came from it. We had an apartment unit. We went back, I don't know how many different times. One of the technicians, he kept treating and treating and treating. He eventually had to bring in other products like PT and using Teco with Alpine and doing a whole different treatment because the Precor just was not working against these things. I don't know if they were super fleas or if they just built up a resistance because there is a pyrethrin in it. So it's just interesting, on that. But also, this product, and I'll tell you what the next product is, it's made by the same company, but this is exactly why you need to check your products. But it was weird. So this product just stopped working. So we had to switch it up. But that's where we mixed in that Teco. We used PT565. We were using Alpine. We were using other products to take care of, those fleas in those situations. But Precor, just so you guys remember, on the label, it's a very broad label. You can spray this pretty much anywhere. You can treat everything. There's no restrictions to it. There are special nozzles you can get, so you can do more of a crack and crevice treatment, just so you guys know. So if you're wondering, it says crack and crevice, but how? Well, there's actually nozzles you can switch out so you can actually do a crack and crevice treatment, and so that you can fog in areas where there are roaches, because it is kind of hard with that nozzle that they put on there because it's meant for a broadcast spray over everything. Now, on some of these labels, just as a rule of thumb, in hospitals, they say patients need to step out for at least 2 hours till it dries. And so we've just adopted that practice for all of our clients. So if anyone ever asks, well, it doesn't state how long you have to stay out. No, it doesn't. When you're doing like just a regular home, but on a hospital, it does. And so use that as a good, I'll tell people an hour to 2 hours, 2 hours if someone's asthmatic or has any health conditions. If we're healthy, probably an hour because that's when it'll be dry and we'll be fine. So I let them make the decision, but go off of that. That's probably the safest thing that you could do if you ever do have any questions of how long they have to stay out. But this will take care of everything. It does say ants on there. It says bed bugs on there. I've used it for bed bugs. It works great because you can just spray everything. And so if the bed bugs ever crawl anywhere, walk anywhere, they're going to get the product on them. And and my idea is it's going to take care of them. It's going to kill them out. We have guys who use it for cockroach treatments in kitchens, for those crack and crevices. So they're not going in with that big machine, fogging everything. They have just an aerosol can, super easy, super quick, small, compact. They can go in, hit multiple kitchens, and then they're out. So they can use this product over and over and over. But this is a great one. We actually keep either 2 or 3 cans on each truck, because especially in the summer, you are going to see more fleas, more problems, especially the guys who are going to apartments. They keep a couple of these cans on there for that specific reason of how fast it is, how quick it is. It just gets it done. Now, this is kind of the interesting thing that I found out doing some research on these products. So another one that we used it mostly for fogging, but it's called Zemprox EC. Zemprox is actually kind of a cool little product I was just reading up on. It kills pretty much everything. You can broadcast spray, spot treat, void, crack and crevice, everything on it, really. And it takes care of a ton of different insects. But I did notice a big thing is it has 2 of the same. So it has Edofenprox and Propanil butoxide. And Precor has those same exact active ingredients. Now, in Precor, there's only 1% and 1.5%. In Zemprox, there's 16.2% and 64.8% of these active ingredients. I mean, we're talking, huge amount more. So this is a good one. If you are going to do a Teco Pro, you would probably put in Teco Pro, Zemprox, and Alpine, mix those together, and then you're going to just have a monster product that's going to wipe everything out. So just keep that in mind with this product is a good complement to another product, just like Teco Pro is. You're going to want to add that into something. Zemprox is another great one. We keep it. We have it on every truck as a bottle. This is just a good additive. Just throw this in there if you have an issue you're not sure, you don't know how to get rid of. You need a little extra, push on some product. This is a great one. And if you're mixing those 3 products together, you're having an IGR, you're having Alpine WSG, which is a completely different active ingredient as Zemprox. So you're giving these insects a whole mixture, a cocktail of who knows what they're going to get. They're not even going to know what's going on with themselves. But Zemprox is a great one for that. So remember to always, add a little kicker of this if you are running into something. Now, this isn't a go-to product. This isn't one that we're going to say, hey, use this only. That's our Alpine. That, that we have other products for that. But this is a great product to add into something to give it a little, added boost. Moving on to another one that we keep on the truck. And this one is actually one that we don't use anywhere else other than on certain treatments. Now, in California, you have to have specific licensing for this treatment. So if you do not do this. If you get pulled over by the ag and you say, hey, I heard some guy on the podcast tell me I could do it. Now, you cannot do this, guys. So you have to get your license for this. But Dominion 2L is a great product to control aphids. So we use this for our aphid treatment. You do have to have a license to be able to do aphid treatments. It tells you specifically how to do it. It gives you year-round control. I'll tell you a little something. We've actually gained control from this product, and we've seen it on 2 trees that we treated 2 years ago. So this product, it actually might last up to 2 years. I'm not sure, or maybe, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't the product. Maybe it's something else, but we treated 2 trees, and they still do not have aphids on it. We treat them again just because it's a yearly service. But this is a great way to add a little extra money, and it's super easy. You just do saturation around the tree. You do not have to do injectors into the ground. I know some guys do like doing that to make it look like it's all special. It's a special service, but you don't have to. It even says on the label that's something that you can choose how you want to do it. But yeah, you just need a lot of water if you're going to do the saturation one. But if you're at home and they have a hose, who cares? You know, you got all the water you need at that point. But Dominion 2L is great for aphids. You do it once and typically they're gone. Now, some guys that are going to come in here, I went to a house. He said it was a massive tree. I think it was August, September maybe. And a guy came in and said, look, you're looking at about maybe 30% coverage, meaning we'll get rid of 30% of the aphids. That's it. I walked in because I've done late treatments and I've had 100% success. Dominion always is a product I've always doubted, but every time I've treated, I've always had results. So use this product. We went in this massive tree. It was big, but we treated 100% success. 100%. All went away, gone, never had an issue. Within 2 weeks, he cleaned up his backyard. And I think a couple of days after, he had a little bit of sap on the ground, not even compared to what was before. He cleaned it again. Within a month, 100% gone. Nothing. 100% control. It was crazy. So Dominion's a good one as an added service if you have the licensing. It's a QAL license. You need to get it to be able to do those treatments on those trees because you're not going to be able to spray all the leaves. So just so you guys know, Dominion's a great, great, great product. Super good results. Another one that we do not use very often. This is keep it on the truck, but we don't ever touch it unless we absolutely have to, or we're looking to mix it up a little bit with the treatments because a house keeps having a certain issue or whatever, it may be. But it's Tempered FX. It's a great product, super expensive, but a great product. You can treat indoor, outdoor, huge areas that you can treat. But you do have to be very careful on where you're treating and how you're treating with it. But it has great residual and a great knockdown. So we use this a lot with cockroaches. We will use it on some interior treats, but not on everything. So check out Tempered, read through the label if you guys want to. I like it. We keep it on here, and we probably will always keep it on. But it's a very because it is so expensive, it's our last resort product. If nothing else is working, then we'll use the Tempered. Normally everything else works, or if we're doing cockroach treatments on apartments and it's been ongoing for a year or years and we need to switch it up, we use Tempered because of the active ingredients, and it is different than Alpine, which we normally use. Now, the last product I wanted to talk to you that we keep on the truck, once again, I'm actually going to get rid of this product or just go down to only one can on a product or as need basis, just because it literally smells like WD-40. It's a wasp freeze if you ever tried it. And it smells exactly like WD-40. I swear they stole the formula and just went with it. But it kills bees, hornets, spiders, yellow jackets, and wasps. The great thing is there is no transfer effect with this. It's not going to kill multiple. Once it dries, it's done. It's gone. So I love this about that product, that you don't have to worry too much about it. Once it's dry, you don't have to do anything. But the only bad thing with it is you kill all the wasps on the nest, but then they eventually just come back and rebuild the nest right there in that same spot because there is no residual. So even though they fly back, there's just nothing that's going to happen. So wasp freeze is a great, in emergency, I need to kill something very fast. That's what you want to do. Use this product, kill it really fast, but use a different product for the residual. Use another product to keep it going. So now if you do not have to spray a nest with this or kill any wasps with the wasp freeze, I suggest use this as literally last resort. Don't touch it. Don't pull this product out. It's not worth it. It's an emergency. I cannot get to the backyard without spraying this nest first, then do it. If you can spray it with something else and then just leave that nest there for the time being, do that. But this is a quick product. It gives you the fast results. The only problem is that they keep coming back and back and back and back. We've never had any long-term residual with this, and I don't even think it's made for that. So, guys, just to do a real quick, recap on the products that we have on our trucks and that we use is Teco Pro. That's an IGR, the PT565, quick knockdown, great product to get, very fast results. Precor, great against fleas and cockroaches. I definitely keep that on the truck. We do have Zemprox, Tempered, Wasp Freeze as well. And so those are all great products to have. They all have their own unique feature on each one. Some are better than the others to use more often and more frequently. Others are more of just, I'm in a situation, good thing I have this because now I can use it. And that's really it. So especially now that we're getting into the summer months, it is warming up. I know with the whole coronavirus, some of you guys might have shut down or it's gotten slow. But remember, keep these products on. They're not too expensive. There are some in there that are very, very expensive products. The other ones work just fine. So if you can jump on those products and use them, I suggest it. Switch it up. And also go through your truck. Go through your inventory for the owners, and managers, make sure that you're checking those products and seeing which active ingredients are there and which ones, are repeating themselves so that you can just chuck them, get rid of them. I did that when I first took over. I went to the back. I looked at all the products. I went and I consolidated down to literally the bare minimum of what we need. And then we've slowly added a few here and there over time, but that was the whole point, is so that we didn't go and we have 6 products with the same exact active ingredient. It was just a different brand making the same product. I wasn't about that. I don't think that's the smartest way to do business because you're not going to get any different results. You need to use different active ingredients if you're going to want a different result. So just go through all that stuff. Make sure that you don't have a lot of those repeat products. And, clean everything up a little bit, guys. I hope this helped out, and I hope that you could learn something from a little bit of these products that we use, and these are our essential products. Those are the ones that we have on. We do have a few others that we carry, but those are the main ones that sit in the back of our trucks. All right, guys, thanks for listening in, and I hope everyone has an awesome week.
Hey guys, this is Anthony, and here's a quick reminder. We want to hear from you, whether you're a technician, owner, or operator. We want to hear your stories, whether it's a horror story on the field, a funny story with the client, or just something straight up crazy or weird you've seen. And how can you do this, you ask? Well, our email is dnapestpodcast@gmail.com. That's DANDA pestpodcast@gmail.com. You can follow us at Twitter and direct message us there at DNA Pest Podcast. That is D, the letter N, A, Pest Podcast. Follow us on Twitter. Or you can reach out directly through our website at dnapodcast.com. That's DANDA podcast.com. We want to hear from you, so let's hear it.